In September of 2012, people came together to tell stories and draw images of their vision of the work of My Brother's Keeper in the Irvington community. My Brother's Keeper engaged stakeholders, including board members, community members, staff, and volunteers, who provided input into the organization's strategic plan by designing a mosaic that would help visualize that plan. On this Saturday, they gathered together again to build the mosaic.
This is a step of trying to bring those images even more to life. And I've been very impressed with the images that you came up with. The more I work with them, the more I see how they tie together, how they really give a unified portrait or landscape of the possibilities for My Brother's Keeper and for Irvington.
After giving instructions on how to safely break tiles and apply them to the mosaic, participants gathered tiles of varying colors that were lined up in the hallway and took them outside to break into smaller pieces. They then brought the tiles back inside to butter with thinset and then applied them to the boards where the images they created the first day were placed.
The idea of taking these broken pieces of tile and weaving them together on these mosaic boards, building images of meaning in bright, vivid colors in a way that's lasting and will be memorable on this wall is to me highly symbolic of what we do when we do strategic planning. We try to weave the strands of the organization and the community together in a sensible way that we can articulate, that is easily understood by everybody who's connected to the organization and the community.
Well, I think we're trying now to realize the vision that we came up with in the storytelling at the beginning. And I think all of the process for strategic planning is really strong, and it's different than my experience in the past. And the reason I think it's strong is because as you get to the story and you can explain it, and now you can try and build a vision of it, it becomes more real. It's not just theoretical, it's not educational, it's trying to draw a picture of what you imagine things could be. And as a result, it becomes more tangible for me, something that I can relate to.
Very interesting. Not at all what I thought the normal process would be for strategic planning, but I think helpful in a way. You get a lot more opinions involved and a lot more hands in it too, not just the board. I like that.
This is a ladder, sort of up in the community for people. We show the heart, the kind of other communities, people helping each other. And we have the light bulb up here for kind of the inspiration that comes from the community members to make it better. So it really becomes community for everybody.
It really shows that there's a lot of work to actually putting this vision into action, and it's sort of symbolic that what we think in our mind actually going and operationally getting it done is a lot tougher than thought of.
I'm working on the dream component of the mosaic. If you can dream it, then you can achieve it. I'm excited because of the emotional investment that I'm making to our strategic planning process, as well as the intellectual investment. And the emotional investment has me fired up and ready to go.
It's exciting and it's visual. It helps pull it all together. I like kind of mixing up two, going to a different table and kind of working on somebody else's that they began and trying to continue it. Everybody has a different take on something, different vision, different way of seeing things.
It's an important metaphor, this switching around. So because we can't just do one job in a community organization, we've got to be willing to pick up the work of other people. We've got to be trusting of people to be able to hand off work. And so the mosaic movement that we have here, moving people from one image to another, is a really important metaphor for the kind of work that happens in real life every day in places like My Brother's Keeper.
In the note that Father Mike sent out, we talked about the fact that this isn't arts and crafts. It is arts and crafts, and it's very fun. But here we intend it to be more than that. We intend it to help you connect to the vision of the future for MBK and Irvington in a more significant way. This mosaic is going to represent the future for the next 10 years. You'll be looking at it every time you come in here, and I hope it will make you proud.
It's just interesting to see it all come, what the creativity come out and really represent what we intended to represent, which is hope.